Welcome, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We are setting the intention to read for you if you are involved with someone in some way. Relationship, situationship, okay, something of that nature. We are going to take a vibe check based on the current energies. We'll get their energy, your energy, and what to expect going forward based on the energetic snapshot that we take, okay? Certainly, if you haven't already done so, I hope you'll subscribe to my channel and make sure, regardless, that you double check your notification bell from time to time. They do get recalibrated, and make sure that you are set to get all of the notifications whenever I go live or upload or what have you, okay? And we got a little smoke going on from some incense to clean up the energy, make it nice here, right? You know, if you want to book a personal reading, okay, the only way to do that is in the description box below my most recent video. That is the only way. So no matter what else you see, you know, I'll never reach out to you directly. I'll let you reach out to me that way, okay? And if you see anything contrary to those directions in comments, no matter who it comes from, that is not legit, okay? So with that being said, you know, the likes and comments I really appreciate too, guys. It helps me on YouTube and it touches my heart, okay? So you get two birds with one stone when you do that. Okay, guys, so with that being said, let's get a vibe check, okay, Aries? Their energy, your energy, and what to expect going forward. Okay, Aries gang, let's play cards, right? Let's see what's up. Let's read some tarot. Here we go. Their energy. All right. Ooh, man. All right, let's talk this thing through, Aries. This one's a tough one. You know, if you've watched me for very long, whenever I start off a reading saying, this is going to be heavy on the advice. Okay, let's talk about this. I hope this is not your story. And I know every Aries that is listening is not having the same romantic experience. And, you know, but I know the reason the cards come out is because they're supposed to come out this way. So if it's not your story, just, you know, have gratitude and, you know, find another Aries either on my channel or somebody else's or whatever, okay? And, you know, I read a lot of different ways. So, you know, in 3 days, I may read for Aries and get something totally different. But if you are a person and you know there's some struggles, this is very likely your story, okay, Aries? So hear me out on this. All right, so, you know, I think this is a perception of each other, okay? That's what I think, all right? Maybe. I don't know. Let's just talk this thing through. All right, let me tell you what's in your person's energy. All right, I do believe that there has been some deception in the past that really resulted in heartbreak for one of you. Okay, the Three of Swords here all day long speaks to the very likelihood that it was probably a third party, but even so, regardless, there was a deception that breaks someone's heart, okay? And, you know, sometimes this is what a person perceives, and that's why it comes up in reverse. And, you know, here's the thing. In your person's energy, I think this is their perception of you. I really do. I'm getting that all day long, okay? I think they think you are heartbroken. I think internally they know why, okay? Probably this debacle here, something that really created a lot of turmoil, okay, for sure, with this Five of Swords, and they're aware of that, okay, and they feel like that's on them, okay, the deception, perhaps, you know, this third party over here, okay, they're well aware that whatever they did caused you to feel like this, okay, my card of heartbreak, okay, and caused you to feel this way, imprisoned, okay, not seeing some truths, and really, really feeling stuck. You know, like you've got all these emotions for this person, yet you know they did this, and, you know, you're really just, you know, devastated. I mean, that's the only thing I can come up with this. Okay. So with that being said, in their energy, you know, or your energy rather, and I think this is you internally. Okay, that's how this is going, okay? So that's their perception of you. Now, this is in your energy, okay? We may delve into their own energy, but they see, okay? They see, I think they see what they did. I mean, I'm just going to be honest. I think they're well aware of the fact that what they did really just devastated you. That's what I'm getting from this all day long. I mean, I'm looking at the cards here, okay? In your mind, let's go to your energy. In your mind, Aries, the obstacles are just too much, and you feel like it's fighting a losing battle, and you honestly don't feel like it is even worth working on. All three of these cards speak to that. You know, too many obstacles, and you feel like your person's not really doing anything to make any real changes either. This is a perception thing too on your part of your person, okay? Judgment in reverse, okay? You know, you feel like your person, again, I think this is perception. You feel like your person is not working through to make any improvements in themselves with temperance reversed, okay? And you feel like it's fighting a losing battle to continue down this path. Okay, I get that all day long with these cards. And I think your person is well aware. All right, you know, so here's what I see. You know, going forward, I really don't see this thing making it, and I'll tell you why. Now, energies can change. I'm going to give that caveat, and we'll talk about this, and then I'll flip back over to energies can change, and we'll discuss that in more detail, okay, how that all works, okay? But I will tell you this, in the tarot, outcomes are never set in stone. Otherwise, what would be the point, right, if you can't fix things, okay? And I'll tell you more about that, okay? But let's talk about this thing. All right, Six of Wands in the reverse, really not wanting to move forward, okay? And I don't know if this is you or your person, or a mutual parting of the ways. It could be that, okay? You know, but you've got, okay, we'll come to this one in a minute. All right, Four of Swords, all about taking a break from things in general and just kind of going inside and knowing that you need to heal from this. Both of you, really, okay? Because your person needs to heal from whatever prompted this behavior, and you need to heal with the vibration of what attracted this, you know, the self-esteem that's in your shadow that you're unaware of by definition, shadow self, okay? And if you really, really want to make changes going forward in your experiences going forward, you know, I would say that you would want to hit my shadow work. I'm sorry, I have something in my eye, but this is a good reading, and I'm not going to redo this. But I would recommend that you hit my shadow work playlist. I am not the end-all, be-all, but what I do share is my own experience. And I can get you started, and I could talk about shadow work from now for 30 days and not even take a bathroom break and not begin to cover everything. So that playlist is designed to get you started on a journey, okay? And, you know, it's something you cannot get in a hurry over. It is a process, okay? And just like a workout program or a diet plan, it takes longer than a couple of days to see results, okay? You know, when you start working out and you start dieting, you know, you're probably not going to see any real results for, you know, a few months. And even then, you're not there. You just see that things are better. But, you know, 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year from now, you know, your muscles start toning up. You start to feel better, okay? And you start to, you know, fit in smaller clothes and, you know, feel better. And, you know, the same is true when we go inside and work on our spirituality and our heart, okay? So be patient with that, okay? Give it, you know, if what you're doing isn't working in your love life, right, try something different. I like that saying a lot, and you will hear me say, I feel like sometimes I'm a broken record. But anyway, hesitancy to move forward, going inside and fixing things, and the need to do so on both sides, okay? On both sides. All right. And then, and honestly, even this person, I mean, I'll be honest with you, a lot of times the reason people do cheat or, you know, whatever the case may be, if this was a third party thing, a lot of times the reason that happens is because, okay, they're not, to begin with, they're not filling up their own cup before they ever come into a connection with you. Okay, that's how that works, okay? Then they look to you to fill up a cup that no other person can fill up. Only the individual can fill their own cup. And I talk about this a lot too, okay? And so you didn't do it, so they go find somebody else hoping that they will. That's how that works. And that's also why people get on the relationship hamster wheel of failed relationship after failed relationship, and they start pounding their head against the wall going, what am I doing wrong? Well, it's not that you're a mean person. I mean, I'm not, you know, if cheating is wrong, okay, whatever. But I mean, I'm saying, like, you know, maybe this happened to you, okay? I'm not saying you're a mean person or you're a bad person and that your behavior is what causes you to deserve anything, okay? It doesn't work like that. It's vibrationally feeling like you are you know, worthless. And by definition, you're not even aware of what's in your subconscious, okay? It can be totally different than what you're aware of and often is, but that is what controls everything in your life, not just romantically, okay? This is all about going in and working on the subconscious, okay? And I get you started doing that in that playlist, okay? But, you know, and I've been here, okay, where you're beating your head against the wall. Why? You know, every time, you know, I get my heart broken every time. I'm doing all the right things. You know, you're supposed to reap what you sow, which is a misnomer. Again, it comes down to your vibration, you know, and what you believe about yourself in your subconscious, okay? And, you know, then when you know, but by definition, what I was doing, and many times here, what is happening is you're beating your head against the wall, and yet you keep trying the same thing that hasn't been working, okay? And that's the definition of insanity, you know, trying the same thing over and over, expecting a different result, okay? And I'm not calling you out. If I'm calling anybody out, it's me, because this has been my own story. That's the only reason I can speak with some knowledge about this path, is because I have walked in these shoes, and it is not fun, okay? And it's why I feel passionate about giving people the tools to help themselves and putting it in their hands, okay? It's there for you. It's free. It's, you know, on my playlist. And so if this is your story, you know, with compassion and love, I hand you a hammer in one hand and a nail in the other, and I send you healing energy. But at the end of the day, you've got to build your own house, and you can. If I can, you can. Okay, so there is hope. I promise you this. Okay, but at any rate, you know, what happens is this, and I like this because energetically you go inside. All right, sorry, I had to get off and just, you know, channel a minute. You know, my guides will do that sometimes. I am back now. Okay, back to the reading. Okay, but, you know, going inside, fixing you, doing the shadow work, and then you know what happens? You look back at this thing with a healthy outlook. You see the good and the bad. You've worked through your baggage and your relationship ready then, and that's what this card speaks to, okay? But this speaks to going off by yourself. This speaks to not going forward with this thing. And I don't know if this is you that makes the break or them, but either way, it's all about making an energetic break, okay? And we always have to do that, whether we are the person who says goodbye or not, okay? And it's really hard to do when you feel like you didn't get closure. Been there, done that, okay? My last words from the person that finally was my tower moment, if you will, was, "You will always be my addiction, and there will never be another last day." And that was the last time I ever saw or heard from him, 4 years ago, until a couple of days ago. But yeah, that's another story for another time. Kind of, you know, interesting the way that the timing was really, really perfect, if you know what I mean. I handled it with grace, okay? Y'all would be proud. But anyway, with that being said, Aries gang, let me do this. I want to pull some Moonology for you. I've given you, you know, your redheaded tarot reader's take on what I would do if I were you, and you can fix you. Now, I talked about this. Energies can change, okay? If both people are willing to come to the table and go inside in solitude and do the work, then it can change the dynamic that we just saw, okay? If you start to, right now, you're here vibrationally, okay? If you start to do the work we talked about and your person thinks that they're fine, okay, then you're going to do this, and you're going to miss each other completely energetically. And this is science. This is Einstein. This is not hokey stuff. Einstein spoke much about the law of attraction and energy and how like attracts like. So vibrationally, like attracts like. You were right here. You start to work on yourself and they don't, you're going to miss each other anyway. But that's okay. Don't be upset about that. You don't want to be low vibing here, because, you know, it's just going to keep resulting in disaster anyway, okay? But if you fix you, then down the road, you will get off that hamster wheel and manifest really viable potential opportunities, okay? Does that make sense? And honestly, you know, I've said this before, it takes a skilled energy worker to be able to work on something while they're involved. I don't know that it can even be done. I mean, I don't say nothing is impossible, you know, but maybe just a handful of people on the globe have the skills to do that, and we'll just leave it at that, okay? So with that being said, let's get you a Moonology. Emotions are running high. This is important to talk about. The feelings are there. You don't want to repress them, but you don't want to make decisions based on them either, okay? You feel the feels, that's healthy. Otherwise, you're creating more problems for yourself down the road, okay? You don't want to repress your emotions, but at the same time, you want to make decisions by being able to take a step back from your emotions, observe them, ask yourself why you feel that way, and then make a decision based on your intuition, which you will not be able to hear if you are not doing daily meditation, okay? And it's very, very important to point that out, okay? All right, I'm going to pull you guys a quote from, this is quotes that I collected over my healing journey that helped me, and still do, and I add to this sometimes as I like. Oh, I love this. It's perfect. This so fits. And I hold these up because some people like to screen them. Why are you looking for love? You are love. Talking about filling your cup up from the inside, right? Only you can do that. And what do you think you do it with? Your divine soul. That's divine love, source light right there. That's what you're made of. Don't forget it, right? When I meet a strong person, I want to know what darkness they have conquered. Mountains do not rise without earthquakes. You know, this makes me think of this. The universe has shaken you to awaken you. And what is it trying to awaken you to? Your strengths, your abilities, your beauty inside and out, and everything that you are, okay? All right, so with that being said, Aries, thank you so much for watching. It is always an honor and a pleasure to be trusted to read for you guys.